Good day, students. You are welcome back again to another English lesson. And this particular hour, we want to look at present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Of course, I've taught you simple present tense and present continuous tense. And today we want to continue to look at the two other types of present tense. Because like I told you that when we talk about tenses are divided into three major parts. That is, we have present tense, past tense, and future tense. And under each of these tenses, I told you that there are four categories of each of them. That is, under present tense, we have simple present tense, we have present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. As we have it in that category, that four categories under present tense, we also have it in past tense and future tense. But we have looked at present tense, and we look at simple present tense and present continuous tense. So today we want to look at present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. When we talk about present perfect tense, what does it mean? The present perfect tense, the verb in the present perfect tense is used to represent an action that has just been completed. That is, what I'm saying is that when we use present perfect tense, we are talking about the action. We are talking about the verb whose action has just been completed at the time of speaking. For instance, look at the example. I have finished my work. I have finished my work. That's example 1. 2. You have finished your assignment. 3. She has finished her assignment. 4. We have finished our assignment. If you look at the 4 examples we have given, irrespective of the time the action has been completed, you realize that the actions are being completed as at the time you are speaking. So when we talk about present perfect tense, we are talking about action that has been completed as at the time you are speaking. Mind you, there's a difference between past tense and present perfect tense. When you talk about past tense, you could be talking of what you have done, what you did in the time past. Maybe like yesterday, even this, maybe earlier today. But the point is that it will not be something that you can actually refer to at the time of speaking, that you can show the action, that you can say, okay, I've done this, I've done that. For instance, you can say, I went to the place this morning. You have gone there and you have come back. You can still say, I've gone there. But you know, one thing is that you must be mindful of the way you express your action. When you talk about present perfect tense, one thing that marks present perfect tense out is that the verb, we call it present past participle with a verb that we call present. Some verbs like as or af with the past participle of the verb. For instance, look at the verb as, that is the primary auxiliary verbs as, af, and been, are used with a past tense, a past participle of any verb. Look at the first example. I have finished. When you look at the verb have finished, have is the form of is a present verb. Present is kind of a verb that is used in the present. I have plus finished. But if it were to be past, it would be had. So take note that present perfect tense use a primary auxiliary verb in the present, that is has or have or been, plus past participle or past participle of any verb. Look at example 2. You have just finished. You have finished. Have plus finished. That is talking about present perfect. So don't confuse present perfect tense with past tense. Many students do that, but it's not the correct thing. I have finished. You have finished. So take notes. Now, another thing you can do to indicate that the verb, to indicate a present perfect tense is that you can include just. To make sure that, when you say just, when you put just, it means that now. Look at the example. I have just finished my work. That is now. I've just finished now. Indicating time. You have just finished your assignment. So, all these markers will indicate that you are talking about present perfect tense. Are you following? So, we have another way of expressing present perfect tense. Look at the example. The D is done. The D is done. When you look at is done, I've told you that verbs that indicate present perfect tense is always a primary auxiliary present. The present primary auxiliary verbs, like, even I told you as, have, we can also use is, am, and are. Are you following? Look at the examples. Number 1, the deed is done. Is present. Done is past participle. Bola is gone. Bola is gone. Is present. Gone is past participle. I am finished. Am is present. Is a present primary auxiliary verb. Finished is past participle. Look at another one. Are finished. You are finished. Are is present. I think when you talk about present, past, the verbs that are present and the past tense of these verbs. The past tense of are is were. Past tense of am is was. Past tense of is was. So take note. So what is important in present perfect tense, when you are expressing present perfect tense, is that the primary auxiliary verbs are in the present, are in present tense. E.g., as, have, been. You can also add is, am, are to it. Those are the verbs you use. So take note. Those are the things you take note. So then another thing is that the verb in the present perfect tense, you don't use ing verbs like singing. If you look at all the examples I've given you, the deed is done, Bola is gone. You don't have any verb that ends with ing there. Unlike present perfect continuous tense, as you are going to see. Let's look at present perfect tense now, for instance. Present perfect continuous tense now. When we talk about present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, the verb in the present perfect continuous tense is used to represent an action that has started in the past and still continue in the present moment, to the present moment, or in the present time. Can you see the difference? Present perfect continuous. It has started in the past, but still continue till the moment. Unlike present perfect tense, which is just an action that has been completed at the time of speaking. So look at the examples. I have been teaching since last week. Can you see? It has started since last week, but you are still doing it until now. That's why you have the ing verb. I have been. You can see here you use the verb. You see use the present, because we are talking about present. I have. You see use I have. You can see use he has. But you take note that this one is not like present continuous tense where you say she is. She is singing. I am singing. This one you have to make use of I have been, she has been, they have been. Those are the two verbs. The kind of auxiliary verb you can use. Have been, she has been. Are you following? Present perfect continuous tense. So number 1 example. I have been teaching since last week. Busuyi has been learning driving since last year. Esther has been coming here for 5 years now. So take note that one notable feature of present perfect continuous tense is that it has an ing verb with the features of the present perfect tense that we have mentioned before. So present perfect continuous tense is an action that has started in the time past, that started in the time past, and then still continue till the moment you are talking. That you can see the action effect going on. Unlike present perfect tense, that the action has been completed. Though you can see the evidence. Oh, I have finished my assignment. Look at it. I've eaten my food. I have gone home. I have done this, I have done that. But in case of present perfect, it still continues at the time you are speaking. That is, the action has started in the time past and it still continue as at the time you are speaking. So that will be the end of the class for today. If you have any question, by the time we meet again, you are free to ask your question. So, but in the interim, in the meantime, I give you the 2 assignments. Number 1, write 5 sentences of present perfect tense. Write 5 sentences on present perfect tense. And 2, write 5 sentences on present perfect continuous tense. So, stay blessed and make sure you study the notes and listen to the audio over and over again to get the teaching, the message properly and digest it. God bless you, and we'll see another time.